we've actually got a question in from our audience. Lynn, Kia, hi Lynn, thank you for tuning in. And the question is, what are you guys doing for A-level?
So I'm taking further maths, geography and physics, and I'm in year 12.
For me, right, so I'm in year 13, and I'm doing maths, further maths and physics. But originally, back at the start of year 12, I was doing maths, physics, DT and geology. And I went to an open day right at the very start of year 12, which my mum made me go to. And I realized that doing geology, although geology is a really cool subject and I actually find it really interesting, it just didn't align with what I wanted to do. So literally the first weekend of year 12, I swapped geology to further maths.
Wow.
and then I sort of halfway through year 12, I was like, I'm doing DT. It's so much work. And I'm not really enjoying it that much. So I got rid of DT, which was a really good thing, because if I didn't, then during lockdown, I wouldn't have had the time to do Aerospace For All and all that kind of stuff. So in a way, I'm as much as I did enjoy some aspects of it, I'm really glad that I stopped doing it, because it opened up all these other opportunities.
Yeah, a follow-on to that is like, what are you? I know, Jamie, you said you want to do either aerospace or computer science at university. Yeah. What about you, Emma?
So right now I'm looking at doing a physics degree. I'd like to get an integrated master's in the UK, and then jet off to America to go and do a space studies master's. Partially because I don't know exactly what I want to do in the space sector. Jamie knows he wants to go into computer science and looking at AI perhaps. I'm passionate about a huge variety of different areas, and that is one of the joys of the space industry. Is if I want to go study law, I can make it applicable to the space sector. So my hope is that after my physics degree, if I discover that maybe I don't want to go into a physics related job, I can go and do that master's course and transfer my skills into management or into engineering, whatever takes my fancy.
Wow. Okay, that's really good, and it just goes to show that you don't need to have it figured out.
Yeah.
Even when you're studying A-level. So if you're listening and you're doing A-level right now and you want to get involved in the space industry, you don't need to know that you're going to work in chemical propulsion, for example, or you're going to work in spacecraft design. Just have a general interest, and that's enough. Coming back to a quick, go on, sorry.
On that point, I was saying to Emma the other day, I remembered on that open day I was talking about, I was at that point interested in like civil engineering, and that's why I was doing geology and all that sort of stuff. And I literally it was at Bristol University, and then all of a sudden I was like, oh, aerospace engineering sounds cool. And then after that, I literally changed my A-level because I thought aerospace engineering sounds cool, and now this is kind of like where I am because of it. So if there was nothing else to it other than that sounds cool. And that's kind of why I'm here now. So you don't have to have like a really good reason for doing it. You don't have to have liked rockets since you were 5, as I said earlier. You just kind of have to have some sort of interest in it.
Yeah, exactly. Just on another note, a really interesting point, if you're listening, we were just speaking about Aerospace For All, which is a podcast Jamie and Emma started when lockdown began. And I think it was only a few days ago or last week when it was actually voted in the top 30. So hear me out. The top 30 best aerospace podcasts in the world. And it was ranked at 15th.
We'll take that.
I've actually got a little screenshot to show you guys that we're not making this up.
Yeah. I just got an email last week and I was pretty surprised.
Yeah.
Wow. And would anyone believe it was started by a couple of A-level students in the UK who were interested in space and aerospace?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. And when you look at some of the other ones on there, they're like corporation podcasts, like where you've got a massive multi-billion dollar company that's their podcast, and they're sort of just dotted around where our one is. So it was pretty cool to get that email.
Yeah.
Cool.
Lots of 2 teenagers in England who don't quite know what they're doing, but are giving it their best shot.
Yeah, but hey, you're doing something and you're raising a voice about the space industry and you're getting recognized for it.